Nothingness. The blissful emptiness of sleep. Suddenly, you are pulled from sleep's warm embrace as a loud alarm rings nearby. In this hazy liminal space between consciousness and sleep, you struggle to remember your name. Your name is, well, the name is Lion. Him today. As you remember, you are indeed Lion. You finally roll over and turn off your alarm. With a yawn, you force yourself to get up and ready for the day. You are a freshman at Evergreen Hill University. It's a small local college in your small town you call home. All the locals just call it Trash Creek University since it's near a small creek everyone calls Trash Creek. Oh, Trash Creek. Oh god, please don't cancel me over that. I swear, it was just hard to read the text, please, no! It's known for being a local dumping spot, the creek often being filled with old furniture and other large trash. You are reminded how much you hate the small town. Not only is there a dumping problem, but a number of disappearances have been happening recently. Even with increased security patrols, nobody seems to know why students keep going missing. Because of this, next quarter, you're going to transfer to a new college, one in a bigger city, a few hours away from your small hometown. Can't wait. Unfortunately, it's only approaching midterms. With a groan, you remember your first midterm is tomorrow. You check the time, you have about an hour before your evening classes are supposed to start. You hesitate for a moment. You could go to the library and study like a responsible student, or you could take a break for one to go for a walk through the campus park. What would you like to do? I would like to go to the library. You decide to head to the library to get some extra studying in. You should really focus on chemistry. You're not doing too well in that class. As you go to open the door to the library, someone beats you to it. Here, let me get the door for you. A tall, handsome man holds the door open for you as you enter. Come and think of it, you've seen him before. He's also in your chemistry class. Normally he sits in the back. He doesn't seem to pay much attention. You've never caught his name though. Yeah, thank you. You're on Professor Aubergine's chemistry class? You're in Professor Eggplant's class. The man nods, looking confused for a second before something seems to click in his head. That's right. You're in my class, aren't you? I feel like I recognize you. You nod, a kind smile on your face. The name's Clem, and yours is... I'm Lion. Nice to finally meet you, Clem. Clem seems to think for a moment, then speaks up again. Say, are you here to study? I was just about to study for a chemistry midterm. You want to group up and study together? Why don't we study our chemistry together at my dorm? Sure sounds fun. Why don't we study our chemistry together in my dorm? As flattering as this is, darling, I'm afraid I'm spoken for. Ah, god damn it! They'll take that as a compliment, though. Yeah, sorry. Your face grows bright red. You didn't realize he was in a relationship already. You and your big mouth. Ugh, this is embarrassing. It's fine, don't sweat it. Let's study together, huh? Both of you head inside the library and study for a good amount of time. With the two of you working together, both of you feel like you understand the concepts a little better. Clem takes a bit longer than you do to understand certain topics, but with your help, he starts to get it. As you study, you decide to make some adult conversation. So Clem, can I ask all of this? Okay, let's start with, what can you tell me about yourself? Clem thinks for a moment, tapping his pencil against his chin. Well, I'm 26 years old. I grew up on a farm. You grew up on a farm? Yeah, rabbit farm. I still raise some on my free time, but I don't have much spare time anymore since I'm a full-time student here. I only have one as a pet right now. Her name is Bluebell. She's a dwarf rabbit. Ah, do you have a picture? Clem pulls out his phone and shows you a picture of a small white rabbit. Oh, she's so cute. Clem smiles, putting away his phone. She's a real diva. She always fights with my boyfriend for my attention. The mental image of this tiny bunny being jealous of sharing Clem's attention makes you giggle. You return to studying for a while, the conversation coming to a lull as you both focus on your textbooks. Clem checks his phone and perks up. Wow, just look at the time. I've got about 10 minutes, so I have to go. Good luck with the rest of your studying. We should study again sometime. Clem gives a wicked, devious grin. I'm sure you'll be seeing me again, darling. Not sus at all. What are you talking about? I mean, heck, that grin, yeah, it might have been illegal, but it's not like he's gonna do anything illegal to us, right? Right? Anyway, without another word, Clem grabs his backpack and walks away. Something about the tone of his voice felt threatening. You shiver as goosebumps cover your arm. That was unsettling. Checking the time, you really should be heading to your own class. You gather your things and head to class. Your classes are uneventful. The next few hours you spend mulling over math equations and going over some books you're reading in your literature class. With how late your classes are, you wish you could just doze off. Unfortunately, you are a good student, so you stay awake. Finally, your last class gets out and students begin to walk back to their dorms. You decide to study a little longer and head to the library. You don't end up leaving the library until it closes, heading out into the cold night air with some sense of feeling a little more prepared for your midterms. What's unsettling is you can't get the feeling out of your head that someone has been watching you since you got to the library. Every time you looked up, the few students left the library this late were all just as invested in their studies as you. It doesn't make any sense someone would be watching you. You shake your head and begin to walk back to your dorm. You must be feeling paranoid. You begin to walk through the campus park, taking the fastest route back to your dorm. You're a little nervous as you realize how quiet it is. With a quick glance, you realize nobody is around, not even campus patrol, that the campus promise will be more active. Again, you got the feeling that someone is watching you. The feeling sends shivers up your spine. The sound of a twig snapping behind you gets your attention. You quickly turn around to see what made the noise, and find someone sprinting at you at full speed. Shirtless, in a bunny Gimp mask, with a karambit. Nice. Wait. You stand there, frozen in fear, as this man approaches you. By the time you manage to get yourself to move, it's already too late. You cry in pain as he drives the knife down into your chest. As you're about to scream for help, your screams are cut short as the knife slashes quickly through your throat. All that comes out of your mouth is a pathetic gurgle as you crumple to the ground. Everything begins to fade as you feel your blood draining from your body. The last thing you hear is a low chuckle as you close your eyes one last time. Oh, you're approaching me. I fight back. Instinctively, you square your shoulder and bend your knees, preparing yourself for an attack. You aren't going down without a fight. As the man approaches, you brace yourself for his knife. I dodge. You duck to the left, avoiding the swinging blade, aimed right for your throat. Even if your adrenaline-filled panic, you swear you heard something. Is he laughing? The man swings his blade again, trying to connect with your skin. As you dodge out of the way again, you go on the offensive, swinging a punch in his general direction. This proves to be a mistake, as the stranger manages to grab your wrist with his free hand. The two of you wrestle for the upper hand for a moment, fear overwhelming you as you fight for your life. You pull back your leg, kick him hard in the penile, hoping to get him to let go. Yeah, frick! His grip on your hand loosens and you manage to pull free. You pull your hand away, going for a second strike, when you see pure rage in his eyes. The attacker closes in on you quickly, not messing around anymore. He pushes you hard and you end up tumbling backwards. Ooh, what are we gonna do on the floor? Oh, hi! You got some fun in you, don't you? You struggle, trying your hardest to get away, but the man quickly straddles you to pin you down. Well, I stay silent. You bite the inside of your cheeks, not giving him the satisfaction of conversation. He waits for a moment and scoffs, getting impatient. What? You're giving up? That's no fun. Your breath catches your throat as he reaches for his knife again, bringing it up to the sensitive skin of your neck. You shudder as you feel the sharp edge pricking your skin. Come on, don't you want to fight a little more? Don't you want to beg for your life? If you're a good little boy, maybe I'll even let you go. You continue to stay silent. If you're going to die here, you're at least not going to get this freak's rocks up while you do. His eyes pierce through you as he waits for any sort of reaction. With a groan, his grip tightens on the knife. Wrong choice, sweetheart. Agonizingly slow, you feel nothing but sharp pain and warmth seeping from your neck as he drags the blade through your skin. As you try to scream, nothing comes from your mouth but gurgling blood. He leans in close, almost seeming to sniff you. Maybe you're just imagining things now with how hazy everything feels. Thanks for the fight, darling. Well, the last thing you feel is his hands caressing your cheeks as you're pulled far from your body. You close your eyes and drift into nothingness once more. And I died. Man, this is what happens when you play a murder sim. It's great. It's great. You know, all these responses are like really out of character for me, but I guess I'll beg to live.
Please, don't kill me.
The man visibly perks up above you. Oh yeah? Why shouldn't I kill you? It'd be so fun watching all the blood drain from your body, watching as your eyes go hazy. Your heart pounds in your chest. You feel sick.
I won't do anything. Please, I promise.
Oh, you make such a convincing argument. Now I don't know what to do. Does this man think this is some sort of sick game? With a horrible sounding chuckle, the attacker raises his knife.
No, please, I'll do
Anything. He drives the knife down, the blade landing deep in your chest. It's a scream in pain. A hand comes up to cover your mouth. You cry out in vain as he ruthlessly janks the knife out and stabs you again and again and again. Your mind goes blank, the pain feeling distant as he keeps stabbing you over and over. Hey, stay awake from me. Don't pass out just yet. The fun part is just getting started. Despite the strangest words, you can't help but feel far, far away from your body. You've let nothingness overtake you, falling into the comfort of the void. And I died again. Okay, what if I spit on him? What if he's into it? What if he's into it? You spit right into his face, watching the man recoil slightly in shock. Frick you! Wrong answer. In a swift movement, his knife is pressed firmly against your throat. As you close your eyes, breathing frantically, as you prepare yourself for the pain. You're grateful that the attacker is quick as the blade slashes deep through your neck. The pain blossoms for only a second before it all fades away. You manage to gurgle out one last sigh of relief that this is all over before pure nothingness takes you. And I died again. Neat. Okay, what if I don't dodge? You try your best to dodge out of the way of the incoming knife. As you move to duck it, it doesn't seem you move quick enough, and the blade connects with your arm. Gotcha! You cry out and grab your arm, distracted for only a moment by the pain. The knife comes swinging at you again, this time connecting somewhere much more vital. Your chest. You sputter and cough as the knife rips deep through your muscle and skin, crumpling to the ground as the knife is yanked out. All you hear is laughter coming from above as you close your eyes. In one last motion, the knife comes plunging into you again. Everything goes dark. You feel yourself slip away from your body and let yourself drift away into nothingness. Forever. Well, what was I expecting? Okay, fam, I'm running to the dorms. You turn tail and begin to sprint towards the dorms. All you hear behind you is rapid footfalls and your own frantic breaths. What the frick is going on? A million thoughts swirl in your head as you try and make sense of why a man in a bunny mask is chasing you through the park trail. All of the disappearances are starting to make sense now. You won't let yourself become the next one. A branching in the path is coming up ahead. You can hear the man behind you gaining on you as you try to run as fast as you can. There's no time to think as you decide to run to straight. You run straight forward to the path and accidentally run face first into a low-hanging branch. As you scramble to find your footing again, a large hand grabs onto the collar of your shirt, holding you back. Gotcha! A sharp pain sparks through your body as you feel a knife plunge deep into your sides. You instinctively cry out, but that only seems to make the stranger more excited. He pulls the knife out slowly, and you nearly pass out at the feeling of the curved blade ripping apart your skin and muscle. As blood begins to seep from the wound, the stranger pulls back once again and aims straight for your chest. Your voice sounds distant as you cries out in pain, sputtering and choking as you begin to cough up blood. The taste of warm iron overwhelms your senses along with the pain. As your knees begin to give out, the stranger kneels over your bleeding body. You're not giving up on me already. I'm not done with you yet, darling. He smacks your cheek a few times, your eyes going up to meet his. Be a good boy and stay awake from me, alright, sweetheart? His knife raises one more time. Despite his request, you close your eyes before the knife strikes down again and again. Everything begins to feel distant, fuzzy. You lose track of how many times you feel the sharp slice of his knife. You let the comfort of the void take you, slipping away into nothingness. Well, frick. Okay, I was about to run to the left. You swerve to the left and narrowly avoid smacking into a low-hanging branch. You force your body to keep moving as all you can hear behind you are rapid footfalls and your own frantic breathing. You check back over your shoulder, only for a moment, to see how close he is to you. and proceed to trip over a tree root sticking out of the ground. As you scramble to find your footing again, a large hand grabs onto the collar of your shirt, holding you back. Gotcha. And let me guess, I die. So what if I go to the right? You swerve to the right and narrowly avoid smacking into some low-hanging branches. Your victory runs short as your foot catches onto a large rock, sending you tumbling. As you scramble to find your footing again, a large hand grabs you on the collar of your neck, holding you back, and I die. Okay, this time I'm going to the library. You panic and immediately start running. You try to retrace your steps to run back to the closest place where you know there are still people. Fortunately, this also means running straight at your attacker. As you try to slip past, he grabs you in his strong arms and holds you tight. Oh my god, he's holding me? Oh god, yes. As you kick and scream to try to get away, he just laughs in delight. Happy to see me. You ran right into my arms, darling. You scream in pain as the knife is plunged straight into your back. The pain envelops your mind as he stabs you again and again, his twisted blade carving up his flesh. Haziness overcomes you as you feel hot blood pouring down your skin, seeping out of every hole he's carved into you. His grip becomes more tender as you lean against him, your voice growing hoarse from screaming. You can feel yourself slipping, pain in your body beginning to feel far, far away. You're going to die here. You're going to die in the arms of a stranger who stabbed you. Still, there's something comforting about the way he pets your hair as you slip into unconsciousness. Warmth embraces you as you close your eyes for one last time. And I died. I'm gonna run into the park. You begun to run deeper into the park. Gunning straight for the tree line, you hope to lose your attacker as a thick brush. You hear the sounds of rapid footfalls behind you, and they're closing in fast. As you pick up speed, desperate to get away, you realize you have no idea where you're running. You decide to run to the left. As you swerve to the left, your foot catches on a tree root. You stumble but keep running, his footfalls gaining on you even more now. Your escape efforts are stopped as you stumble upon the local creek. Rushing water blocks your path and heavy footfalls are gaining behind you. Before you can react, a head reaches you, grabbing your shoulder firmly. Gotcha! You're pushed down, your world spinning as you hit the ground hard. The man begins to straddle you, holding you down, preventing you from escaping. You put up a great chase there, sweetheart. You force your mind to slow down and analyze your surroundings. You need to find something that'll get you out of the situation. Your eyes land on a tattoo peeking out from under the man's mask. You remember seeing that tattoo earlier today. As your heart threatens to beat out of your chest, you force yourself to speak up. Clem? He stiffens for a moment, holding you down tighter. You actually recognize me. The more he talks to you, the less he's trying to murder you. You force yourself to keep up the conversation until you can think of some way to get away. Oh, finally we get to a choice where I would actually do. I'm going to compliment him. That mask looks great on you. Clem actually looks surprised that you complimented him. You think so? I made it myself. Really? It looks so interesting. Did you make it out of leather or something? Clem eyes you up and down for a moment, seeming to think. You know, nobody's tried flattery before. Consider yourself the first. You don't want to think about what he means by that. Flattery? I really do mean it. I know you don't. It's alright. I don't mind. You know, you're really cute when you're desperate, Lion. You gasp as he draws his knife again, pressing the blade up against your throat. No, please, Clem. I know you're better than this. He fully laughs at your words, cutting you off. I'm better than this? There's nothing better than this. There's nothing better than the thrill of the kill. The fear in your eyes right now. So intoxicating. He presses the knife even closer to your throat, the sharp edge nearly breaking your skin. You begin to hyperventilate. You're going to die here. Realizing how screwed you are? Good boy. Now scream for me, don't you? You try to scream, but Clem's knife is faster. All that comes out is a wet gurgle as blood fills your throat. And let me guess. You're passing out already. I thought you'd last a little longer for me, darling. His voice taunts you as you close your eyes, your body feeling fuzzy and far away. The pain begins to fade as darkness overwhelms you. You give in and allow the darkness to take you. You died. Again. So what if I insult him instead? You aren't gonna put up with this. Frick you, you freak! You spit on him, determined to at least satisfy your own anger before you die. Wrong answer. In a swift movement, his knife is pressed firmly against your throat. You close your eyes, breathing frantically as you prepare yourself for the pain. You're grateful that Clem is quick as the blade slashes deep through your neck. The flame blossoms for only a moment before it all fades. You begin to gurgle out one last sigh of relief as this is all over before pure nothingness takes you. And I died. Neat. I will beg for my life.
Please, Clem, don't kill me.
Oh, you're gonna beg for me. You hate the way he stares at you, like a piece of meat he wants to devour. So why shouldn't I kill you? Go on, tell me why. Well, it ain't nothing but a heartache. You swallow nervously, thinking for a moment. I'll do anything for you. Clem doesn't move for a second, but his eyes light up unlike you've seen before. Oh yeah? You'll do anything? Your eyes go wide as he sits up, his hand moving to unzip his pants. Oh! Once Clem finally lets you go, you immediately cough and sputter, keeling over as you fight to breathe. Also, yes, there was a deleted scene right there if you want to see what happens, because it was hot. Yeah, you're gonna need to watch it over on Patreon. Link to that is in the description below. Anyway, Lion, you're so obedient. I'm really going to miss you. Thanks for letting me use your mouth. I'll be sure to remember you. What? Your brain is going hazy as you think. He's still going to kill you? I will confess my love. I love you. Clem stiffens, looking confused. What? Please don't kill me. I love you. You don't know what you're saying at this point at all. All you can think about are how his strong hands are holding you against his penis, the way he was moaning your name. Lion, I'm in a relationship. He doesn't have to know. Please, I love you, Clem. You're all I can think about. I'll keep silent, please. Clem seems genuinely surprised. He zips up his pants again, then paces, stepping away from you for a moment. You start to feel a bit hopeful. Please, I want you so bad, Clem. I want to be yours. He stops pacing, then looks at you. Do you really mean it? You nod, locky eyes with him. You don't dare look away. Ah, hell. Clem kneels down to be level with you, putting a hand on your cheek. I need to make sure you don't say anything. You sure you'd be happy locked up in my apartment all day? You'd be my own little pet. Would I be a little bunny? Oh my god. You nod, leaning into his hand. I'll be your pet, Clem. And you understand, I'll never love you as much as I love Griffin. I don't care as long as I can be yours. Clem hums, deep in thought. After a moment, he stands, holding out his hand. Let's go home, Lion. I'll take good care of you. You take his hand, clinging close to his side as you stand. You don't even think about running away anymore. Why would you? You're his now. I lived! Okay, I know I should have probably ended there, but I want to see what happens when I cry. You can't think anymore. Your mind is blank as you begin to sob, unable to think of anything to stop him. He's going to kill you. Clem hums, lifting your chin up to look at him. Did I break you already? That's too bad. I was hoping maybe we could have a little more fun. It's alright, Lion. I'll make it quick for you. You won't even feel a thing. All he can do is whimper as he puts his knife up against your throat. Clem isn't lying when he says he'll make it quick. In a swift movement, you feel the sharp edge of his knife slice through your neck. The pain is intense, but quickly starts to fade as you feel your mind beginning to slip away. Nothingness is quick to overtake you, the emptiness comforting in comparison to everything you just experienced. It's all over. You gurgle out a sigh of relief as you finally go limp. Oh, what was I expecting? I don't want to die! I'm not ready to die, please, I have a family and... Do you know how many times I heard that before? Your heart sinks, watching as Clem raises his knife again. I was really hoping you'd have a good reason. I really liked you too. After how much fun we had today at the library. It's too bad, really. In a quick moment, the knife pierces down into your chest. You cry out in pain, but Clem is quick to cover your mouth with his hand. Helpless as he yanks the knife back, all you can do is scream as he stabs down into you again. Pain explodes in your chest as you feel the curved blade carving through your muscles, your skin. The knife pierces your heart, and you feel yourself slipping into a hazy dream. Hey, stay awake, will ya? I'm not done yet. Clem's voice sounds distant as you begin to lose sense of yourself. The emptiness is comforting as it overtakes you. You allow yourself to slip away into it, closing your eyes one last time. And I died. Okay, I believe I am missing one ending. By the way, I've noticed that a lot of people in the comments of this game have mentioned they did not know how to get the endings I got. So like, in order to do that, you actually need to make sure you get about 2 hearts with him. So the first way to get it is to, well, the first is to ask him to like study at your dorm. The second one is that I think it really depends on which conversation path you go down, but like you have to choose another like dialogue choice that gets him to like you more. You'll notice by like the little heart on the top left of the screen. I know that my face is blocking it, but come on, look at his face. Look at his face. Can you say no to this face? Actually you can. I respect consent. But anyway, let's go to the park today. You've been studying non-stop all week. You deserve a break. As you walk through the park connected to the campus, you can't help but shake the feeling of being watched. Looking around, you see a few people, most walking to their next class. One person, however, catches your eye. A very goth, slender man, standing all by himself, smoking. As you look at him, he looks right back at you. Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer. Your cheeks flush as you realize you were totally staring at him. You decide to walk over. Sorry, it's just... It's not... It's hard not to stare at a body like yours. Okay. He stares at you for a minute, taking a long drag of his cigarette. Do you always approach strangers with bad pickup lines? Careful, my boyfriend bites. No, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. You didn't realize he had a boyfriend. You and your big mouth. This is so embarrassing. It's fine. So, did you need something, or are you just here to ogle? Nah, I'm just taking a break from studying. I don't have many friends anymore here, so I guess I'm looking for someone to talk to. Well, I've got nothing better to do. My name's Griffin. And yours? My name's Lion. Nice to meet you, Griffin. So Lion, trying to make new friends, huh? Yeah, I'm transferring next quarter, but I don't really have many friends here for now. I'd like to meet new people before I leave. Well, I don't have anything better to do. What's up? Just midterms, really. I can't wait for them to be over. Enough talk about midterms. It's all anyone's talking about right now. They're all making my head spin. He takes another long drag from his cigarette, then holds it out to you. Want a drag? Yeah, sure, I'll smoke. Sure. You take a cigarette and take a long breath in. You feel a little better, breathing the smoke back out and watch it blow away in the wind. Griffin takes his cigarette back with a smile. Griffin changes the subject, talking about seeing the band Bloodthirsty Love Affair perform after midterms are over. You've heard of the band before, you even have a poster in your room. For once you're able to keep up conversation, just be as excited as he is. Both of you keep up conversation for a while, talking about bands, horror movies, and various occult topics. He seems really into vampires. Well, I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. After a while, Griffin laughs and gives you a smile. You know, you're pretty alright. If you want to hang out sometimes, we could. Well, sure, that would be fun. Sounds like a plan. Maybe after your next chemistry class. I hope you don't mind Clem coming along too. Not at all. Clem is your boyfriend? Griffin nods, putting out his cigarette. You're surprised as someone starts to walk up, interrupting your conversation. Is he bugging you, Griff? Griffin smiles, noticing the other man's approach. Not at all, actually. We were just talking about you. Clem, this is Lion. Lion, this is my boyfriend, Clem. You give a kind smile, waving hello. Clem blinks a few times and smiles back. Sorry, guess I'm not used to people being in this small town being nice to Griff here. If you're a friend of his, you're a friend of mine. Nice to meet you, Lion. Griffin begins to grab his things, taking Clem's hand. Well, if you're here, doesn't that mean it's time for class already? Ugh. I know, sweetheart, but you can't skip again. You'll get dropped from the class. Griffin looks at you with a big smile. Catch you later, then. You wave after him as he begins to leave. He's so fine, so holy heck. See you, Griffin. Bye, Clem. Nice meeting you. He seemed nice. You decide you should walk a lap around the park, clear your mind, relax a little bit. As you walk, you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. No matter how hard you look around, you don't see anyone following you, just students heading to their own classes, or occasionally sitting on benches. You shake off the feeling. You must be feeling paranoid about midterms. After your walk, you check your time. You should really be heading to your classes soon. With a sigh, you begin to walk further into campus and head to class. Your classes are uneventful. The next hour, you spend mulling over math equations and going over some book you're reading in your literature class. With how late your classes are, you wish you could just doze off. Unfortunately, you are a good student, so you stay awake. Finally, last class gets out and students begin to walk back to your dorms. You decide to study a little longer, head to the library. You don't end up leaving the library until it closes, heading out into the cold night air with some sense of feeling a little more prepared for your midterms. I think we've been through most of this conversation, so let's skip ahead and see if there's anything new. Okay, so I had to look into the code to figure out how to get this last ending. So, in order to get this ending, you're gonna need to meet Griffin, you're going to need to compliment him, butter him up real nice and good, and yeah, run to the park, go to the left, and now we're supposed to insult him. So yeah, let's insult him. You aren't gonna put up with this. Frick you, you freak! You spit on him, determined to at least satisfy your own anger before you die. Clem stares daggers into you. His eyes are icy cold. I'm the freak? You're the one who hit on my boyfriend, only to turn him down when he offered to hang out. Your heart sinks. You see, he wants to kill you because he hit on Griffin. He's crazy. He's freaking crazy. You know, I normally would make this quick, but for you, I think I should let this... I think I should let you enjoy this. Clem draws his knife, using the tip to pull up your shirt and expose your stomach. Stop. No. You're not getting out of this. No. Clem's knife slices through your stomach, agonizingly slow as the pain trails up towards your chest. You cry out helplessly in pain as he pulls your skin apart, sticking his fingers inside of the incision he made. Stop. Clem only chuckles to himself, his hand disappearing inside your stomach. You feel like you're gonna pass out as you feel his hands inside of your guts, exploring the inside of you. He squeezes something and you gag at the feeling, your vision starting to go blurry. Don't give up on me yet, darling. We're just getting started. Pain blossoms from your arms as he stabs his knife into your forearm, leaving it there. Hold this for me, alright? He laughs again as both hands now begin to explore inside of you. Oh my god, he's inside me! Glancing down, you nearly black out the side of your intestines, spilling out the hole he carved into your stomach. You close your eyes and wait for him to kill you, for him to spare you and end it all. It feels like hours as he rummages through you, humming to himself as he does. With each minute, your body feels more distant, beginning to shiver as you feel colder and colder. He never does finish you off, just constantly searching and searching. After what feels like hours, your mind begins to fade, the blood loss and shock finally getting to you. Everything feels far away, your body distant and freezing. You allow nothingness to take over instead. The void is comforting as you slip away into it. Everything slips away and you fall into peaceful nothingness. And you died. Great. But anyway, that was Midterm Massacre. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to play this game for yourself, link to the game will be in the description below. And once again, if you want to see the cut scene, which I unfortunately can't show on YouTube because of course not. Link to that is in the Patreon below. I mean, link to my Patreon is in the description below. Anyway, I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and I will be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.